Congressman Mast, always a pleasure to have you in. Thank you for being with me today, sir.
Always good to be with you.
I want to get your perspective on what we're seeing happen today. Obviously, many say at this point, Ukraine probably could have had a better standing if military wasn't slow walked in the beginning here, but we're 2 years into the conflict. There's some thoughts saying we have to defeat Putin now because of obviously the ties with Iran, Hezbollah, and Hamas, the funding, that access there. What do you think broke down in all these talks? Is it the fact that there is a lack of transparency, which apparently Volodymyr Zelensky addressed with senators today? Where do you think things kind of went off the guardrails where we are now down to the wire?
I think the breakdown is actually on the American side of the aisle. And it goes to the idea that both sides, there are people that believe in the idea of peace through strength. But you don't get to a situation of strength without a situation of planning and executing what you plan on. And that's what's been failing throughout the 2 years of this war taking place. You haven't had a plan where it's fight to win. You haven't had a plan where it's do everything to make sure that we reach a level of victory, that we're going to have determined outcomes that Americans can actually buy into and believe in, like Vladimir Putin is out of power, or there's war crime tribunals, or they're even out of the Ukraine. That's not even a requirement at this point. So you don't have the planning. And as a result, what exactly is there that you're going to sell to Americans to invest in when we can't even secure our own sovereignty in this moment?
Yes, and as someone who spent 12 years with the U.S. Army, a very decorated veteran yourself, you know firsthand, what this contains and what we're facing. Finally, sir, just your thoughts. The impeachment inquiry is expected to be happening this week. The vote, Washington Post continues to label this as something that is not real. They are putting out headlines that are, saying that there's the stooges overseeing the impeachment process. The media really has not really taken some of the evidence that's already been unearthed and played it to the American people. So today we saw Oversight release their own video to show people. That's where we're at today, Congressman. Why is that, do you think, when there is whistleblowers, emails, pseudonyms, and whatnot?
Well, one, let's just say I've been through 2 impeachments, and this is the first time that there will be a vote on an impeachment inquiry. Why? Because Nancy Pelosi never did that. She never asked any questions before doing the second impeachment at all, just went out there and did it. Now, as it relates to this one, why anybody would not vote to say, listen, the Biden administration, Joe Biden, needs to answer for why they were paid tens of millions to fake companies from countries for doing what exactly? And they don't have to answer that. What member of the media shouldn't want to know and demand the answers to that? And you can only scratch your head and say it should make no sense. It's so transparent that this was not above board, but let's actually have an investigation to get all of the facts on this so it can be done in an honest way, unlike what Pelosi did previously. That's not the process. I can't imagine why people don't want to do it, but it needs to be done.
Well, we'll look for that vote today. Congressman Brian Mast of Florida joining us today. Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe. I will be back on YouTube with more exclusive content, so stay tuned.